starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am glad that we are here together, and I hope that you're ready for the story that we have to share with you today. And this one is coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco, and it is written by Joyce Hasselberth, and this one is called When Molly Ate the Stars. Good morning to you and welcome, and I hope that you enjoy this one and the wonderful lessons that it bears therein. Thank you so much for being here and welcome. Please, as always, let us know where you are, and of course a big thank you to you, Tara, Erin, and of course Clara, for the wonderful picture that you submitted. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'm glad that you're here. I couldn't get the resolution quite right, but hopefully I'll be able to fix that later on, and we'll get a clear resolution of the puffy blue sky out there in Massachusetts. Thank you so much for joining in, and please, as always, let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, this is the beautiful picture that we are sharing this morning. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for sending us this wonderful image out there in Massachusetts. Absolutely love it. I hope that you are okay. And of course, we're coming to you with this one today, When Molly Ate the Stars, coming up very, very shortly. Thank you so much for joining in today. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning to you, Sharon Lungo. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here with us. Good morning, and of course, Soraya, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us from right here in Oakland. Thank you indeed, and I hope that you enjoy this wonderful story that we have for you to set you off for a good day. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Good morning to you one more time, Soraya, and of course, Sharon Lungo. Good morning to you, Amanda West. How are you doing today? And of course, Nathan and Sarah. And you say good morning and happy Tuesday out there where it is nice, sunny, and breezy out in Illinois today. Thank you so much for joining in. Sunny and breezy out in Illinois. Thank you for being here with us. And indeed, thank you for saying good morning to us. I hope that you have a lovely day. But of course, before then, we have a book to read together, and hopefully it is one that you enjoy. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad we're here together, and I hope that indeed it will be a good day. And of course, too, if you're following the Soccer World Cup, it is happening right now, and it is 0-0. The games just started. There are two games on right now: Ecuador versus Senegal, and of course, Netherlands versus Qatar is on right now, and they are 0-0. So if you're into soccer, give us a few minutes and then you can go and enjoy those games. Thank you for being here with us. Indeed, absolutely love it. Today is out here in Oakland. It is not cold. It's not too bad, but it is definitely a hot chocolate kind of day. So I hope that you have a wonderful day where you are too. And indeed, I hope that it is a sweet and beautiful one. Thank you for being here. Please, do let us know how what books you'd want to see here on Storytime. Please send us those recommendations, because we do take them seriously and we will work to make sure that we bring them here for you. And of course, remember too that you can find Storytime at Storytime with Mr. Limada on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and so you can find us at storytimewithmrlimada.com. But also remember too that there is a big event that is happening coming up this December 11th. Sunday, December 11th, we have a big event coming up, and this one is called the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair, and it will be happening at Tians in Berkeley. And of course, if you're in the area, come on out and meet all the creatives, and of course, get all your holiday shopping done. But of course, too, if you're not able to be with us in person, remember too that Storytime will be carrying the event live. Pre-programming will be happening 8 to 10, and of course we'll be back in person at Tians for the live stream there at 11 to 2. So remember that you can always join us at any time on that day. Many authors coming your way, many creatives coming our way, and of course many stands that we'll be visiting to talk books and of course children's books. Come on out. Thank you so much for joining in, and of course we're getting started with our story for today. So join me on the other side of this very short break that we have when we come back for When Molly Ate the Stars. Have you ever eaten a star? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Join me on the other side. We'll be right back for more Storytime. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you out there.
Hola, my name is Shamile Sayed Mendez, and I am the author of Where Are You From, Furia, and many other books for young readers. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Limada.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much, Shamile Sayed Mendez. And if you've not checked out the books, please do. Where You From? Classic. Furia, another classic, and many, many children's books. So please find Shamile where you find books. Ask for them at your local library. But today we are visiting Joyce Hasselberth, and this one is brand new from Chronicle Books. It is called When Molly Ate the Stars, written and illustrated by Joyce Hasselberth. And a big thank you indeed to Chronicle Books for allowing us to share these wonderful books here with you. Here we go. Let's see. Somebody just came in. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. How are you doing today? Erin, Clara, thank you so much for being here. How are you doing today? And of course, Tara, it was a very cold morning, but it's warming up a tiny bit. Well, I am glad it is. Thank you. And hopefully we can add a little more warmth with this wonderful book today. And of course, thank you for your submission. Thank you for this wonderful image that you sent us. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much out there in Massachusetts for sharing a piece of sky of Massachusetts. Thank you indeed. All right, we can get started with our story for today. When Molly Ate the Stars. And the pages are a little glossy on this one, so you might get a bit of reflection, but a bit of light bouncing back at you, but hopefully it's not too bad. Just wanted to show that as well. And the author dedicates it for my mom, who taught me how to draw my very first star. When Molly Ate the Stars. Written and illustrated by Joyce Hasselberth, and read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. When Molly Ate the Stars. Here we go. All alone on a crisp winter night, Molly gazed up at the stars. All alone on a crisp winter night, Molly gazed up at the stars. I get to be far away from the city this weekend, so hopefully I can look up and see stars. See many stars. They looked so close, so inviting. If she reached out, she could just have a taste. Maybe she could just have a taste. Do you ever feel like that? They looked so close, so inviting. If she reached out, maybe, just maybe, she could just have a taste. The star was delicious. Oh. Oh, crunch, gobble, smack. I didn't think that would be the sound effect for eating stars. I thought it would be a softer crunch, gobble, smack. One star after another, bite after bite, or swallow after swallow. Full of glowing stars, Molly felt warm and bright inside and out. I hope that you feel like that today. Bright, warm and bright, inside and out. And so she headed out for her evening stroll. She marched over hills, up and down, up and down. That's a beautiful place to walk in. She headed out for her evening stroll. She marched over hills, up and down, up and down. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. On her way, she met her friend Pete. Hello, Molly. How nice to see you on this very dark night. Would you like a lantern to light your way? I have an extra. No, thank you, said Molly. I have all the light I need. Oh, how kind of Pete to want to share. No, thank you, said Molly. I have all the light I need. She strolled by the river until she saw Helen and George in their boat. Care to join us for some tea? They asked. It will warm you right up on this cold, cold night. No, thank you, said Molly. I am quite warm already. Again, how kind of George and Helen to want to share. No, thank you, said Molly. I am quite warm already. And she walked on. Molly wove her way through the forest, where she saw Lucinda zooming by. Why are you pedaling so fast, Lucinda? I am rushing to meet some friends. It's such a gloomy night. Come with me if you like. No, thank you, said Molly. But Lucinda had already zipped past her. Do you ride your bike like Lucinda? Fast, zooming by everywhere. I am rushing to meet some friends. It's such a gloomy night. Come with me if you like. No, thank you, said Molly. But Lucinda had already zipped past her. Oh, Look at how fast it's going. Look at the hair being blown about. Molly kept walking. She climbed to her favorite spot, the highest point for miles around. From up here, she could see the whole town. Practically the whole world. Is there a spot like that in your neighborhood where you can see practically the whole world? Yes, Molly went to her favorite spot, the highest point for miles around. From up here, she could see the whole town, practically the whole world. There are a few places near me that feel like that. The whole dark and gloomy world. Oh dear, said Molly. Look down there. It's all dark. Oh my goodness. Whoa. It is very dark. What is Molly to do? Molly thought about it. Oh, those stars that she had within her. And so she took one out. And let it sparkle. Yeah. And then she let another and another. And yet another. When every last star was back in place, look at those stars. When every last star was back in place, what happened? Molly felt empty inside. So she ran back toward home. She went through the woods, past the river, up and down over the hills. Will that help? I hope so. Yeah, when Molly had given up all the stars, she felt empty inside. So she ran back home. She went through the woods, past the river, up and down over the hills. Until she saw her friends. Somehow, Molly didn't feel empty inside anymore. Aww. Yes, somehow Molly didn't feel empty inside anymore. She saw her friends. Yay. She felt warm and bright inside and out. Aww. Yay for friends. She felt warm and bright inside and out. And that is the end of our story for today. Thank you so much for joining in. Join me on the other side of this short break when we're back for more story time chat.
How you doing? This is Jonathan Marshall. I'm author of the books I'll Be Right There, Does It Rain Food, and also on the way, Me and My Kazoo at the Zoo. And you're here with Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. That lovely book today, When Molly Ate the Stars. And just one of the things that it mentions in here too is that this book it says, it is a story that shares timeless truths, how the consequences of our actions affect those around us, how desire is not always what it seems, and how generosity and friendship glow brightest of all. And I hope that for you too. I hope that your friendships, I hope that your support systems glow the brightest for you and take away those feelings, those empty feelings, and leave you bright and warm and feeling good. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely love it. I hope that you enjoyed this one. I hope that if you knew it, I hope that it makes you fall in love with it all over again. But of course, if it's the first time you're seeing it, now you know it, and remember to find it at your local library. Thank you so much for joining in. When Molly Ate the Stars, and this one is written and illustrated by Joyce Hasselberth, and we're reading it with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And I must say too, before we go, that we do have our special mention for today, and this one is from our friend here at Storytime, Inosanto Nagara, and this one is called The Things We're For. Powerful book, beautiful book, one I definitely recommend, and I hope that you can find it at your local library and get to enjoy it. The Things We're For. Lots and lots in here, what we believe in. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. And one more time, let us see who was with us enjoying that wonderful story. Thank you for joining us, Sarah and Nathan, and of course Amanda West out there in Illinois, where it is sunny and breezy this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you have a lovely day, one that indeed leaves you warm and feeling bright as well. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime today. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you, Soraya, and of course Sharon Lungo joining us from Oakland. I hope that you enjoyed that wonderful book. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you, and I hopefully see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Thank you indeed for being here with us. Tara McNamara, how are you doing? And of course Erin and Clara, thank you so much for joining us on Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you, and thank you indeed also for this wonderful picture, wonderful image, wonderful submission of puffy clouds out there in Massachusetts. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate it. And of course, remember to join us tomorrow for another amazing story. And this one is called Tree of Wonder. And this one will also be coming to you from Chronicle Books. It is written by, of course, the amazing Kate Messner. You know Kate Messner is the queen of nonfiction. So do join in. And this one is illustrated by Simona Mulazani. So do join us tomorrow and get to enjoy this one, Tree of Wonder, and learn all about the many marvelous lives of a rainforest tree. Yes, indeed. And we'll also be sharing a video with you so you can watch and enjoy and learn more about where this book is coming from. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Many great books to come here on Storytime, including that one tomorrow. And of course, you can always go back to our archives at your own time and enjoy the many conversations we've had with many authors and creators that have come here, and of course find many books to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you all. And of course too, remember that on December 11th we will have a wonderful event happening out in Berkeley, and this one is the Social Justice Children's Book Holiday Fair happening in person at Tia's in Berkeley. Tia's Fine Teas. But remember too that this programming will be live on Storytime platforms. So if you cannot be here with us in person, please do join in. We will be right here live for you and bringing you the Social Justice Holiday Book Fair. Thank you so much for being here with me. Much love to each and every one of you. Hugs, hugs, hugs. May your world be bright and warm. And of course, may your support systems be there for you. And I hope that you have plenty more than you need. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow when we're back for more Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. This has been Storytime for this wonderful Tuesday. And I hope that you're getting back into the groove after being on break. I hope you're getting back and it feels good. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. See you again tomorrow. Much love. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Lumada. He will be starting soon. Oh. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing